I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up. You know?
What about? I mean, what do you think about people comparing Tank Davis to you? I mean, what do you think about that?
Tank's a great fighter.
You think he's a great fighter? But what do they think? What do you think about them comparing him to you? I mean, you're a legend, my friend.
Well, he'll be one too if he keeps fighting.
Gervonta Davis and Mike Tyson have set the boxing world buzzing after footage surfaced of a powerful joint training session ahead of Davis's rematch with Lamont Roach. The viral clip shows Davis, known for his knockout power, going drill for drill with the legendary Iron Mike. Fans are calling it one of the most electrifying collaborations in combat sports history. Tyson's raw strength and old-school grit blend with Davis's speed, precision, and modern technique, creating an intensity in the gym that has the internet in a frenzy.
I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up. You know, he's the top dog, there's no doubt about it. He showed that, but he's a pretty good fighter. Last time I saw him fight, he was pretty durable.
When asked about their similarities, Tyson responded with humor, saying the only thing they truly share might be legal troubles. He dismissed deeper comparisons, stressing that their fighting styles, careers, and life choices differ greatly. Still, their brutal training session paints a different picture, one of undeniable connection between two dangerous fighters.
Do have more skills than Mike Tyson, as far as like, I mean, when I say I have more skills than Mike Tyson, guys smarter than like at a lower weight class always have more skill. It's no heavyweight ever in life had more skills than smaller guys. So let's just take that out the picture. So when people think that I'm dissing Mike Tyson, I'm not dissing Mike Tyson for sure. It's just facts is facts. You know what I mean? I do feel as though I have more skills than Mike Tyson. I just hold that puncher power just as like Mike Tyson did when he was fighting. You know, so and I'm gonna stand on my word.
Following the controversial draw against Roach, Davis made it clear he wants a rematch, and soon. He believes the first fight didn't reflect his full ability and insists the second bout will show who he really is in the ring. For Davis, this isn't just about redemption, it's about proving he remains a dominant force in the lightweight division.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could all please take your seats, we want to welcome on the WBA lightweight champion, Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Tank, we're going to bring you up to the podium as we welcome you into the media, and you can discuss the fight and give the media some thoughts.
I thank y'all for waiting and things like that. It was a good night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss either, so I felt like I won it, you know, the last couple rounds, so it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully I can get that rematch because I know what I can do in a fight, but it's cool.
Any questions?
This rivalry has become more than just another boxing headline, it's shaping both fighters' legacies. Roach accomplished what no one else had, taking Davis to a draw. That fight changed perceptions. While Davis was known for finishing opponents, Roach showed he had the toughness and strategy to neutralize him. Now Roach returns with that blueprint and added confidence.
But they've known each other. These two have known each other for a while. Does Lamont Roach just understand a way to beat or frustrate Tank in a way that others don't? You know what I mean? Like, has he just found it, so to speak? Like, I have a lot I want to find out after that because the first fight was so controversial. I think leaving it up to a draw is fine, whatever, even though under the letter of the law, Tank probably should have lost this fight and probably would have if they counted the knockdown when he took a knee. He blamed it on grease. I assume he won't on his hair. And it could get greasy. Like Amanda Serrano was like, yo, that's what fucking put me out of a fight in Puerto Rico. And then we were subjected to her beating the shit out of Stevie Morgan not that long later. So like, that's kind of what it is. But I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this because of the first fight. And I think you have to give Lamont Roach a real shot, even though I still would say Tank figures it out and gets it done and takes it more seriously this time.
Yeah, I think that because they're so familiar with each other, like these guys fought each other when they were kids, and then Lamont Roach comes into the ring, and listen, regardless, like Lamont Roach came in there and he was confident, and I don't think a lot of people believed that he was going to be able to get it done against Tank. People thought that Tank was going to knock him out. Here's the thing though, Tank is actually super skilled. Like he doesn't throw a lot. When he does, he's extremely accurate, but he does have skill. And what he does is he reels in his fighters and he ends up landing big shots on them that end up knocking his opponent out.
The first bout broke Davis's pattern of knockouts. Roach's skill and resilience pushed him to 12 full rounds, ending in a disputed draw. It raised questions about Davis's performance against elite competition and sparked widespread demand for a definitive rematch. Fans, analysts, and fighters all want a clear answer to one question: who is truly the better boxer?
Yo, fight fans, did you catch that Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach bout? Talk about controversy. The judges called it a draw. But let's be real, a lot of people think Roach got robbed. Both fighters brought their A game, showing off some serious skills in the ring. Roach was on fire, landing clean shots and outworking Tank in several rounds. But Tank had his moments too, showcasing that explosive power we all know. But Tank going on one knee or being wobbled didn't swing it toward Roach. I don't know about that, but either way, now everyone's buzzing about an upcoming rematch. I mean, who wouldn't want to see these two go at it again? What's your take? Did Roach deserve the W, or was the draw fair? Drop your thoughts below and let's break down this fight.
Lamont is signed and ready to go for the rematch, correct?
Y'all play so many head games, it's not even funny. Let me tell you something, bro. Lamont Roach has never been this big of a fighter before. Everyone knows Lamont Roach now. So he could be reaping the benefits of just enjoying his status of having that draw with Tank, while Tank is the one with the eye of the tiger. Tank is probably in the gym training his ass off. And then sign the contract, like, all right, we got to fight win. June, oh shit, let's hurry up and dash your ass. Sugar Ray Leonard did that to Roberto Duran. Duran was told that he had a fight in a couple weeks, and he was like, dude, I'm 190 pounds in Panama. Which is why Roberto Duran was out of shape in the No Mas fight and was like, no mas. So Tank could be over there working, sign the contract in 3 weeks, and all of a sudden Lamont Roach got to put a training camp together.
The controversy has only fueled anticipation, making this rematch one of the most highly awaited events in boxing. For Roach, it's more than a fight, it's a career-defining moment. A victory would erase doubts and launch him into the sport's top tier. His training reflects that urgency, sharp, intense, and driven by the belief that this is his chance to make history.
So the Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach rematch is being targeted for June 21st in Las Vegas. Now it's good that they're running it back without wasting any time, because Roach absolutely deserves a rematch. I mean, I thought he outboxed Tank the last time around. He came up a division as a gigantic 10-1 underdog. He was the one on the front foot, landing his jab, the body shots, the combinations, throwing a lot more volume. I had it 7-5 Roach, and the no knockdown in round 9 was the reason it was a draw. If that knockdown was scored, that would have been a decision for Roach. But with all that being said, I do like Tank a lot more in the rematch. I thought he fought way too much on the back foot in the first fight, especially the first few rounds. He would land 1 or 2 punches per round, but as he started becoming the aggressor in the later rounds, he kept landing a lot more left hands and body shots. So Tank just needs to make this a dogfight, get into more exchanges, and that's where he'll land a lot more punches on Roach. When he's sitting on the back foot waiting for a counter, that's where Roach is comfortable and winning most of the rounds. So if Tank can fight the same way he did against Ryan Garcia, rounds 3 to 7, against Mario Barrios in the later rounds, or Frank Martin rounds 4 to 8, if he's the one on the front foot, then I do think he'll stop Roach in the rematch.
Lamont Roach definitely earned my respect tonight. Definitely one of the first fighters to put Tank to the test. Just matching fire with fire. That was a good fight. For me, I need to see a rematch ASAP. But yeah, Tank definitely took the knee, 100%. I see Roach winning that 7-5 personally, but boxing is business, so they were never gonna let him have that win. Roach's timing was on point though. No easy knockouts tonight. Sharp counters, like very good fighter, very good fighter. Let me know what you guys think, if that robbery was fair or not. Leave it in the...
Meanwhile, Tyson has openly praised Davis's abilities, saying that with focus and smart choices, he has the potential to achieve legendary status. But Tyson also warned that talent alone isn't enough. Discipline inside and outside the ring will determine whether Davis truly rises to greatness.
I don't really be trying. I like to hit the face. What was Mike Tyson? He was always more than one person. No, he knocked people out real quick. You knock people out real quick. Yeah, but I can knock you out. Like,
So you saying that you can knock him out faster than Mike Tyson? Prove the talent.
Mike Tyson got power and skills. I feel as though like I have the whole package.
With the rematch now set for August 2025 in Las Vegas, Davis has officially begun camp. The fight comes after their controversial first meeting, which included a disputed 9th-round non-knockdown that divided fans and analysts. Davis's goal is clear: leave no room for debate, prove his dominance, and reclaim his position as the lightweight division's top name. Fellow lightweight Devin Haney weighed in, saying he knew Roach's skill level and personally believes Roach deserved the victory. His comments add weight to the ongoing debate and show the respect Roach commands from peers.
Fight against Lamont Roach, and what are your thoughts on the knockdown that wasn't called in round 9?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good fight overall. Lamont, I always knew Lamont was, he wasn't coming to lay down. I've been knowing Lamont since we was kids, so we came up in the amateurs together. So I knew Lamont was serious. He was coming in there to fight, but he did a lot better than I thought he would, and I thought he won the fight personally. Yeah, the no knockdown, that was like unheard of. It was the first time I've ever seen it with my own 2 eyes, and yeah.
Yeah, you were, you've made some comments. I wanted to see the backflip, and I'm surprised Tank didn't say nothing back to you about that.
Hey, I was just speaking my opinion on it.
Shakur Stevenson echoed similar sentiments, calling Roach a hell of a fighter and warning that Davis must elevate his game. Stevenson highlighted Roach's timing, defense, and heart qualities that make him more dangerous than raw power alone. He predicts the rematch will be a war, not just a fight, because both men know what's at stake.
They announced it today?
So what do you think, considering you were one of the handful of people to pick Lamont Roach, giving him a tough fight? What do you think?
I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So he better be on his A game.
Did you think Lamont won the first fight?
I asked 2 questions at the same time. I ain't get shit out of that.
You really want to move up to 154 after this fight?
Yo, I kind of said 154. I probably was stretching it. I'm stretching 154, but I'll fight him at 147. 147, me and Conor could get it in.
She called Johnny Boy Boxing and fight him. If you beat Zepeda, do you feel that's the toughest test of your career? And they'll give you the credit if you win?
No. Who knows? It's a never-ending process, I think I stopped looking for credit because at the end of the day, once you get the credit, something else happened, they're going to move on anyway. So the credit really doesn't matter. It just matters how I feel, what I feel after the fight. After I go fight with him, if I perform at the highest level of my expectations, I'm cool.
Lamont Roach Sr., Roach's father and trainer, revealed that even Davis initially recognized Roach's danger. According to him, Davis hesitated to take the fight not out of fear but caution, knowing Roach had the tools to complicate things. Ultimately, boxing politics and business pressures made the match inevitable.
Just being around each other, sharing a ring with each other, fighting each other, fighting some of the same competition over the years, witnessing each other, in camp. So knowing the coaches, they knowing us, it's both ways. It ain't just our way, coming from both sides. So, but no, was I shocked? No. I think Tank tried to tell y'all. Calvin tried to tell y'all, Burry tried to tell y'all, but they didn't want to hear it. They just so stuck on trying to force Tank to fight who they want him to fight. And it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So it just was made for a great fight. So people need to just sit back and get ready for part 2.
It's gonna be epic, man. I can't wait for part 2, man. Do you got anything to say to the fans? About part 2, about anything that you got going on coming up, social media, anything?
No, I just say get ready, man. Put your seatbelts on, and when that thing happen, man, make sure y'all support. Come to the fight, buy the fight, and be the biggest fan, cheering whoever you cheering for, no matter. But you're gonna see another great performance by the Reaper, man. The Reaper ain't playing. He got a big bag, like he said, big 2 bag.
What do you think the difference would be, though?
You gonna see the difference. I mean, I believe we want to fight. Nobody can tell us different. The majority of the world believe we want to fight. So you gonna see. Both of them gonna raise their level. Both of them. So
yeah,
they're gonna make for a greater fight. But
no way, neither of them are gonna knock each other out. It's gonna go the distance.
It's boxing, man. I ain't got no crystal ball in front of me. So we just gonna.
Fans have drawn comparisons between Davis and Tyson due to their knockout power in past legal issues. Tyson, however, rejects that view. He argues that boxing identity is defined by how you fight, not your personal life. Interestingly, many see parallels between Roach versus Davis and Tyson versus Holyfield, both featuring a feared favorite and a highly skilled underdog ready to upset the narrative.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So many people are predicting that history is repeating itself. History is repeating itself, right? We had a similar situation where we had 2 guys face off against one another. One guy was a massive favorite, had taken a loss, and was seen to be too small, right? And I'm talking about Evander Holyfield versus Iron Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield was a major fight. A major fight. But Iron Mike Tyson was viewed as a destroyer. Okay? He was the baddest man on the planet. He was indestructible. The fact that he lost to James Buster Douglas was an anomaly because Mike Tyson wasn't focused and he overlooked.
Yet Davis hasn't shied away from criticizing Tyson's recent choices. He publicly stated that Tyson risked damaging his legacy by taking exhibition fights with internet personalities like Jake Paul. Davis believes legends should protect their reputations, and that Tyson's decision lowered the respect he commands in the sport.
The Tyson fight, tell us, exactly why, expound on that.
Because why would he even want to fight him? And who told Mike Tyson to fight anyway?
Do you think that it might have tarnished Mike's legacy in a way?
Yeah, they did. They definitely.
What's your take? Could training with Mike Tyson give Gervonta Davis the edge he needs to dominate the rematch? Share your thoughts below.